Hey, Forge FC fans, Louie B, your digital host, and we're continuing on the day's news, and that is the signing of international midfielder Paolo Sabak, and we're pleased to be joined by a former teammate of his, and of course, current Forge FC player, and it's Daniel Krutzen. And Daniel, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. How you hanging in there? Obviously, everybody's kind of in the same boat right now. In terms of keeping our distance and making sure we're getting back to playing soccer, but just want to see how you've been doing.
Pretty good. It's not ideal, of course, but just trying to stay busy, trying to not lose your mind in a situation like this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking. We have already talked to Coach Bob. We've talked to Coach Reinders, and we talked to Paolo. And you've played with Paolo before, and I guess just tell us a little bit about your experience with him.
Well, I remember I was in the U19 reserve team from Genk. I think he was 3 age categories below me, but he was at the same time as I was in the U19 reserves. He was training with us and playing games with us. I think this is a while back, so I don't really remember everything clearly. But I remember I played some games with him in the U19s, and yeah, I mean, you could just see, and especially in a club like that, when you have a player that's coming up to 3 age groups, that he's a good player, that there's something that they see in him, and of course that they want to push him through to the first team as soon as possible.
What kind of challenges come with a player coming from Belgium, an international player? What are some of the challenges that kind of come with joining a new domestic league in the Canadian Premier League in a completely different country? And I just how kind of a big of an adjustment do you think he'll have to make?
I don't really know. I feel like everybody has his own story. So it's obviously you're getting into something new, like you said. So it's obviously always feeling a bit what it's like, seeing how the level is, how you as a player and as a person will fit in. So I feel like for him it's important to just have a look at first, if you know what I'm saying, and then probably find his place in the team in this country. Just feel it out first, and then see where he will fit in.
Obviously, we've talked about just how special the group of guys is here, and I know you guys are going to make him feel welcome. If you had any advice to give him on that, I know he's been around the team a little bit before the coronavirus stuff happened, but if you were to give him a little advice on maybe who to sit close to in the locker room, who to avoid, who are you going to tell him?
No, I'll just say that everyone's a great guy. There's others that will probably be more fun to hang out with for him, but no, I feel like you said, we have a great group of guys, so it's not that I'm gonna tell him, stay away from these guys, stay away from these guys. No, it's all good.
I tried to get you there in a little bit of a corner, but you're smart enough, you saw it coming.
Yeah.
What's the biggest? Obviously there are challenges, but what have you maybe learned about yourself, about your teammates during this obviously difficult time when it comes to training and making sure everybody's on top of their game?
Interesting question. I don't really have an answer to that. I mean, I live with 3 of them right now, and of course you're all together all the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's trying to find your own space and not being with each other all the time. But it goes from working out together to sometimes doing stuff on your own. It's just finding a good balance between spending time with your close teammates and spending time by yourself.
We've talked to Bobby about this before, just about how long this season is, or how long the off season is to begin with, and now you're kind of being put through this little bit of an extension of the off season. In terms of keeping your body in top shape, we know Forge has done a good job of preparing a program for you guys, but I mean, how do you kind of avoid the temptations of a little lazy today, maybe I'll have a little junk food today? How do you kind of stay on top of your game when, like you said, it's hard to be held more accountable with guys not around you?
Right. No, I definitely have to be honest. Sometimes those kind of feelings and thoughts get in your head. But of course, the GPS tracking systems help. So you're obligated to to put your data in before 1:30 every day. So it's definitely, it helps to get you out of the couch and out of bed, and just to get out there and work out. But at the same time, there's nothing else to do, so you might as well just do your thing and work out and make sure you stay healthy and stay fit. I mean, there's so much time in a day now that you have no excuse.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Have you done anything? I mean, like I've watched the entire series of Curb Your Enthusiasm during this downtime. What have you been up to? What's maybe your guilty pleasure? Have you picked up any new hobbies while you've been social distancing?
No, I wouldn't say guilty pleasures, but I've been rewatching Breaking Bad
Nice.
for the second time now. Not much. Just watching Netflix, hanging out, reading books. Just stay busy, working out. Watching YouTube, just stuff like that.
Yeah, just doing anything you can to stay busy, keep your mind
Exactly.
occupied. I appreciate you doing this, man. Hopefully we'll see you back on the pitch sooner rather than later. And again, thanks for doing this. Can't wait to see you back out there.
No problem. Same thing here.
Awesome. Thanks, Daniel.